There's a couple that I'd like to see. Respawn has been doing really good work at DPS. When they switched over to Pharah, Respawn was able to put up a lot of damage and really get the surprise on it. That being said, the one who really surprised me was Deli. Deli kind of came out of nowhere and did a lot of work as a tank, and I was really impressed with this. BM Cool doing some good pulls when he was playing Roadhog on that Nepal map, and we can't really ignore that Mighty Peon is getting strong headshots as Widowmaker, doing a strong job as Divas. But I will say the one that I really do want to see pop off is, again, Deli. I think Deli can surprise the heck out of me. Going to let's flip over.
Hey, come on, chat.
All right,
Take it easy.
Big cool.
Take it easy.
All right, chill.
Getting a little too saucy there, Walnuts.
Okay, so we're talking about players that I want to see pop. I can't talk about Strafology, I can't talk about Enders, and I can't talk about Smartest because they've been doing that.
Hey Trey, same.
Hey Trey has been doing consistent, but I'm interested to see what Carey can do.
Yeah.
I want to see him blow up.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the rest of the team have made those big plays. And again, we talked about Turmoil's strength is they're making these like one-time big, heavy carry plays. Like they're doing these really good jobs. You know, and I think Carey's next on that line. I think Carey's, again, a really consistent player. I just want to see it happen.
Speaking of seeing it happen,
ladies and gentlemen,
30 seconds.
Road 6 to 6.
Oh
No, I'm
my
kidding, it's
God,
Hollywood.
the finals.
I'm kidding, it's Hollywood.
Oh, we're getting the vapors. Getting all sweaty again.
All right, so
Getting the banter out early.
yeah, let's get the trash talking going early.
It's very strange trash talk.
It is.
Baguette.
I do like that crane.
Yeah. Hashtag, but I'm not a rapper.
All right, battle getting ready to start. Ohio State coming in with the Brig, Deli on Reinhardt, Prosody on the Lucio, Samuel rocking. They're doing it's what
pretty
we
usual.
called.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. It's Goats with
GLHF.
Turmoil. Strafology back where she seems to really secure, which is that Reinhardt doing a lot. Smartest, same thing. I think they're playing their mains. I think they're sticking to what they're good to. Heytre can really put out a lot of damage and a lot of heals as the Brigitte. So honestly, I don't think they're even going comp v comp. I think they're going main v main. I think, you know.
I think just like with the last game, I think this is going to kind of decide what the tempo is and how this game is going to go.
Here it goes. It's starting off. Turmoil making that push earlier round. And, you know, OSU sitting in that choke, keeping that distance, keeping that that Diva up top to do a little bit of damage before dropping back. You know, it's just about that poke damage early on. They're not trying to do full out like kills at this point. They're just trying to get a feel for each other. They're keeping to those edges, using that wall to give themselves cover. They're not trying to get too overexposed. This is not the point when you want to play risky games. There's a big hammer from Deli dropping
even trades.
Strafology.
Even trades.
Something fell in the background.
Not important.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Speaking
of the back. Speaking of the back.
This is what happens.
Hey.
We talked about it before. You know, you get too far out, you start pulling. It wasn't a ton. It's not enough to pull for the comp, but you know what it does? It pulls them off that choke, and they start to back up. There was a big peel on their point. Now, granted, I will say, Heytre got pulled down, but, you know, OSU was not prepared for that moment, and that's why I think, you know.
Really good threat.
We
really
talked about
threat.
it before. This is what happens. OSU got a little overconfident once, and they lost a point. Is this the place where it can happen again? I don't know. Goats is really strong. Ohio State coming in on 3, now 4, almost 5 ults. And there's a Graviton Surge from OSU.
It's not doing much, though.
Nope, they're able to keep it alive with that Transcendence, keeping it up. Strafology still alive. Both Reinhardts are down.
Ults are popping. Ults are
Respawn
popping.
still alive, but it looks like there's a fair number. They got 2 down.
Even trades right now.
Turmoil still up and running. They're able to do those pokes. Poi dropping that Transcendence to try and keep his team alive. Hold on. Smart's trying to take down Samuel, but unable to land any hits. Low money. Just, you know, it's really just a point of attrition now. And I think Strafology maybe have overextended a little bit. I think at that point, maybe wait, pull back, let them rebuild, let them restructure, and then see where it goes from there. But again,
I think OSU is definitely respecting them a little bit more, though. They're not pushing them as far back to spawn.
but let's not lie, man. That Hatray play was just kind of like a little bit of a joke. Like, I mean, it wasn't enough to get a full cap. They responded quickly and it just pulled them off. Graviton Surge coming in, Hatray getting dropped, and Deli just doing some big damage with those big old Reinhardt swings. They're pushing really far back. Again, you know, they're really far off point. They're just camping this spot at this point, starting to back up, giving them that little bit of room, but I don't know. I mean, this is
looking like a little bit of a repeat of earlier.
Yeah, it is. You know, I mean, it's a very aggro team when we talk about Turmoil.
Ooh, we got a piggy. Smartest changes it up.
This is very loud. Like, you're very excited about
I love Roadhog, man.
He's a fun character. But again, not that competitive.
No.
Hatred pulling back, you know, trying to change damage with Respawn, but Respawn's able to get that drop.
Every time Strafe steps up, she just gets nailed.
I know, and they're focus firing the shield tank. And I wonder if only one shield is enough. I wonder if they could, you know, double up, drop that Orisa. Here comes the self-destruct. Are they going to be able to save from it? Yes, a really well-placed bubble is going to keep a number alive.
No, doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it got enough kills. You know, it dropped a few.
I don't think Turmoil's going to be able to take it.
No, I don't think so either. I think they're just going to keep getting trapped. You know, they poke out. I don't know. Are they adapting enough? You know, are they pulling out? I mean, here we go. We got Enders with the Wrecking Ball. They're going to try and dive past that, but they immediately get boomed by the Diva, and there it is.
Well, and now Turmoil's being placed, and they're not quite as, I mean, still good, but their defense has not been quite as strong as their offense.
It does look like they're getting Graviton Surge almost every fight, and that just speaks to the quality of their players. You know, Enders,
OSU is solid.
Yeah, OSU's solid. Like, Samuel's, you know, generating a lot of damage, especially as that Zarya. And I mean, the nice thing about Zarya is you got that close range damage, you got that long range damage, and you got that bubble. There's a lot of opportunities for you to generate ult, no matter where you're standing. OSU coming in, trying to get this push. Turmoil shown that they can hold points.
Yeah.
It's not like it's impossible for them. Although I will say, this is the thing, this is the moment that happened when they were up against Ashland that changed the game.
It was.
They were not able to hold against Ashland, even in those final seconds, all the way down to that overtime. And I just wonder, is Turmoil going to be able to hold up against what looks like a GOAT's comp? Straphology going with the Bastion.
Interesting. And no shield? Okay, one shield.
Yeah, they got the Orisa. They're going to pocket probably with Lou money. Smartest going for the long distance. Oh, they're doing it. Are they doing it? Oh, no, okay. I wasn't sure if they were going to try and set up for the really high peak. Ride the elevator all the way to the top.
Well, whatever they're going to do, they better set up fast because OSU is not going to waste time. They're biting at the bit.
They're pushing through that point. Prosody just speed boosting. They're going to try and get there as quick as possible. It looks like all of Turmoil is set up on that point above, but it doesn't give them the best range of view.
Nope, and OSU is just taking their time to analyze and set up.
They're just going to poke, prod, and then determine, do they need to wrap around? They start moving around the backside,
just
kind
cold
of holding
and
in place.
calculated.
They get pulled out of place, and Deli uses that opportunity to open up the shield and start pushing on the point.
Oh, man, that charge in.
Dropping in, moving into place, switching to the Bastion down below. Now that they pushed on top, you know, is Turmoil going to be able to keep them up there and kind of lock them in place? They're kind of out of position. Even if you do get a hero down, they might be able to respawn and get back in behind you before you're able to reset. Lou Money trying to keep Ender alive, but Ender's just getting swarmed by Del. Deli is just, you know, coming through. Strong shield work. You can't ignore Samuel with that bubble, and there it is. That's that point. I can't imagine. Yep, there it goes.
That was just, I mean, flawless. OSU charged in and separated them and just threw them to the wind.
I mean, you know, as much as I had hopes for Turmoil, this is looking like a repeat. This is looking like a repeat, and I gotta wonder, does Turmoil know how to handle goats?
Does anybody know how to handle goats?
I mean, there are plenty of teams that have
I mean, here.
Oh, here? No.
Here, no.
I mean, hopefully. I'm hoping.
Come on, Turmoil, please.
But look at this. 76% offensive assists, kill participation.
Wow.
He is a DPS, strong support.
Wow.
It's a lot of damage, a lot of work. Let's not deny it, guys. Turmoil's hurting. Turmoil's in a lot of hurt. They need to figure out a counter for that goats. They need to figure out what it is. Is it the Bastion symmetric build? Maybe. Is it the pharmacy? Maybe. You know, there's not a ton of range. They're not rocking the Orisa. They got the Diva who can, you know, handle a pharmacy. But they need to figure out something because at this point, it's going to look like match one all over again. And again, we talked about it. OSU probably not sweating. They looked cool as a cucumber. You thought they were sweating. We'll see. Going into match
I don't know,
two.
maybe I was making too much of a narrative.
I'm building a story here.
Building a
All right, going into the second map, I gotta wonder, do you think they're gonna go with the Lunar Colony? That is the only time that we saw OSU.
Do they want to repeat? To show them up and say, hey, sorry, we made a mistake. Let's just quash that.
I mean, but again, let's ignore that. That first point on the Lunar Colony is difficult to
It
cap. There's a lot of open spaces, but you've got a long stretch to get there, and it's not that hard to cover those entry points. Does OSU run that risk of possibly getting out of place again, but just run comps? Like, do they just run GOAT and not have to worry about it? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
and
it's not like Turmoil has really made any really big mistakes. They haven't really made any mistakes.
I mean, but they're getting outclassed.
They are. That sucks to say that.
I mean, but it's true.
It's just like,
this isn't.
OSU, you're just better. That sucks to say.
I mean, and even Straphology.
Temple of Anubis.
Oh,
Anubis.
Temple of Anubis. OSU is defending.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see what this is. I want to see what this is. I'm really interested.
God.
I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know. I don't know what. I have a guess.
Have we seen any? Sorry, chat. Have we seen any Sombra hacks?
Earlier in the day, we saw a couple, but not during this match. Not from OSU, actually. OSU has been pretty stalwart on what they're running.
Yeah.
Only really messing it or mexing with it that time they went with the Bastion. Again, immediately auto-correcting, although not quick enough. I'm trying to think.
Certainly nothing big.
No. So, but here's the question. What is Turmoil's plan? They went into this first match doing what they always do. Are they going to keep doing it? Because it hasn't worked. Do they think they're just going to figure out an outplay? Or are they going to rebuild their
Man,
comp?
I don't know. Like, what would you do?
Against
I mean,
goats?
that was cold, calculated, and efficient every single time. The only mistake OSU has ever made that made any difference was, I don't know, getting complacent?
I mean, this is me, and remember, keep in place where I'm thinking, but I'd stop running the Reinhardt-Zarya combo. It's not as strong as people think it is. It's good, it's consistent, but honestly, you're not gonna keep up with that.
I think they need to keep Reinhardt.
I totally
need the
agree. They
shields.
need the
When they-
shields.
when they
but
drop the shields,
the
they melt
Zarya
it.
the Zarya is not doing what it needs to. Don't get me wrong. Enders is a fantastic Zarya.
Yeah.
I want a diva. They're not clearing the point the way
Yeah.
they need to. They're not being able to drop that big damage.
They're not giving as much harass.
They're not, and I get it. Into a GOATS comp, it's not necessarily the best, but they're not getting any kind of dive into this, and they're not getting a dive comp, and I want to see it. They did so well on Route 66 going in against Ashland that they were able to switch over to that Winston kind of in the moment and
Enders.
make that big change. They're not making these big changes anymore. They're doing tiny tweaks, but I think they're too scared in this moment.
They were confident at first, and then I think the wind just got taken out of their sails. Understandably. I mean, dang, that was... I've said it
Again-
numerous times. It was a clinical.
And here's the thing. Look, the thing I think that they could learn in this moment from Ashland is I want to see the teleporter treehouse. I want to see Symmetra up there.
that's cool.
Well, no, but if we pull back, let's go back to that first point. You set up that teleporter treehouse over. Oh, the other one.
There you go.
If you set up that teleporter treehouse up in that right-hand corner, you can bump between those 2 points and force them to have to fight down in the pit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm interested to see. OSU is on defense first, so
where are they going?
I hate to say this. OSU looks like they're probably going to have a little fun.
Oh. All right.
That being
Okay.
said, Turmoil's going with the dive comp. Let's see what happens. I'm interested to see what happens.
That's a pretty cool bubble. I like that.
It's a good bubble. Widowmaker trying to get a couple of hits off, but immediately gets taken out. Smartest immediately getting taken out by Respawn. Respawn jumping back.
Great early pick. Oh, the ambush. The jump.
Deli getting a jump on Enders. Enders handling it really well, keeping himself alive, being able to keep on point, keeping themselves awake during that moment. It was a really dangerous drop. Poi not playing the normal Zenyatta, but switching up to Ana.
Doing a pretty good job, too.
But again, there's, Smartest up top, offering up that sacrifice kind of to Dilly, and they got to be careful of that. Pulling back, though, I will say it's a smart play. It's a little less aggro than we've seen them before, but Enders is pulling back. They are starting to be a little bit more cautious. I just don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to really be a good option here. They just got to press forward somehow.
And it feels like they're focusing in on one individual hero, but not doing enough damage to actually take him out. The heals are too strong on this team, and they're not getting. This is a bad map for the dives. Carry the T, trying to get Poi, getting very low, but then able to get a heal off and nail himself with the grenade, keep himself alive. Get the nano boosted Winston diving in pack, trying to go for that back line of Turmoil.
Smartest, Hatray, and I carry the T, just getting wilted, melting away every time they jump in there. I don't know what their option is.
But again, this feels like a different team than we just saw against Ashland. They're timid.
Is OSU really this far ahead? Have they really scared them that bad?
I don't know. I mean, I worry about it. They're feeling a really timid team. Like,
is it timid, or are they being outclassed? Like, I hate to say that, but are they just being outclassed?
I gotta say timid. I honestly gotta say it. I mean, there are aspects, I won't deny it, that they got outclassed that last match, but in this one, they feel really, really gun-shy. And again, it's just, we're seeing it over and over again, up at that kill feed. One by one, they're isolating and they're taking out the individuals. They're chasing them down. Ender's getting popped out of mech. Baby Diva, trying to stay alive just to generate more of that ult, but, I don't know. They're not changing up the. Look, here's the thing. They've got 4 ults, including Smartest, who just popped his, going into this. They could make a move on this point. They can Nano Blade real easily or Nano Rage. There goes Ender, with the ult. We've got the Diva self-destruct. Where are these ults coming? Like, why are we not seeing more of these pushes? I get it. They're trying to restructure, but at some point, it's not going to go. There we see Ender. There we see Hector, going Primal Rage, but really far in the back line. All he's doing is giving them space.
Yeah, OSU's just really not giving them a good chance, and any good chance that they take, OSU has their own ults to just...
Deli getting nano boosted. There's the drop from BM Cool, clearing the point. And there it goes.
OSU is doing a really great job of separating them and pulling them apart.
Strafology in the chat. I'm depressed.
I feel you, Strafe.
We're on your side.
Oh, this is upsetting.
Swipping to Tracer, man. I don't know.
Yeah, at OSU again, just putting on a clinical for them.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are struggling to think of anything that they can really do that's going to be very, very effective here.
I don't know. I don't know.
Be more aggressive. Be aggressive. I mean,
going into overtime, Ender's on this point. There pops the Diva Bomb. Is that going to be enough? I mean, they are holding the point.
Got a couple kills.
They're on
Almost
their
took out
solo.
Deli.
All they got to do is take out Deli. If they can just clear that, that's enough to at least get a cap. If they can just get 1 point, they
this
might
is
extend
looking
it.
good.
But Poi's up top, gets chased, but immediately sleeps. Enders gets pulled out of mech. Everner's out of mech. Deli's still on point. Hatred kind of dancing around, not quite sure what he was going for on that. Could have chased that kill on Deli, but was unable to land it. And that's it.
Wow. Again, I hate to say it, if they had to struggle that much just to try and get a third of the way there on the capture, the defense is going to be even rougher. Because again, like we said before, their defense is not quite their strength. It seems to be more their offense.
OSU's like, Hannah, where were you when I dashed?
She was gone, man. She was up there.
Yeah, Poi was gone. Let's see what they're going. I mean, I'm interested to see what. Look, some friendly chat going on between the teams. You gotta love to see it, but
Yeah.
OSU just manhandling this team. Turmoil is not able to get a lick, a single edgewise. Even when they get on point, they start to cap. They start to push towards that first tick, and in comes Deli, and Deli just full on says, "No thanks. No,
Yeah.
This is my point. You can go home. You can take a nap. I'm gonna just stay here."
Also, I'm taking your lunch money back.
Wedgie.
No wedgie. No wedgie.
No wedgie? No wedgie.
No.
No, they're actually doing a pretty good job of keeping this civil. All right.
Are you scared?
Again, Ohio State going with a different comp, not running goats, with the 2 dive tank, double snipe, Poi, staying off Zenyatta, going back to Ana. Strafology rocking the Widowmaker. Smartest trying to keep that damage high with Reaper. And the double tank, they're going the 2-2-2. Well, both teams going pretty base comp. Nothing
Yeah,
too
OSU is just not slowing down. They have their route and they're going to go.
And there's nothing. Look at that. No counter.
Nothing.
The second they started to move that way, the peel was so slow delayed by Turmoil that I don't know what, I don't know what they were expecting to happen. But Turmoil it felt like they were waiting too long to react to OSU pushing that point. And look at this. OSU could be on point right now. They're not. They're pulling back. They're separating them. They're isolating. Ender's the only one left, kind of sitting in the open, chasing after, but there it is. Prosody on point, Deli on point. They're going to focus Enders down, and that's going to be it. There's the first tick.
Probably the second tick.
I don't even need the second tick.
Unlucky, so I was hoping they would need more.
It would keep going. And, two matches. 2 matches down, and not a
doesn't
point.
seem like an option for Turmoil.
Turmoil hasn't gotten a point.
What's up next?
Strafology crying.
What's up next?
That's what it was.
What are they? What can they do? What are they? Oh my gosh.
Okay, so let's talk about this. The next is
Basan,
the control.
Nepal, Ilios.
If they get Ilios, there's a little bit of variety, but let's really talk about this. They've got to change up. They can't keep going.
What are they going to change it up to?
Something.
They've changed a couple times,
but
and it's
fine. Push goats. They haven't run goats. They haven't run anything close to
Didn't they do
goats.
that the first time?
No.
Yeah, no, they did. Yeah, first, I think it was the very first round they matched up goats to goats, and they just got floored.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. Then if they're able to do that, God, what's the weirdest comp that they can throw?
All snipes.
No, here's the thing. No. Not even like joking. Like, if they run defense, depending on the map they do, you can't really do the Bastion on these control points because it doesn't really work the same. Symmetra is always a good buy. They're not spreading out their damage enough. Part of the issue is that, yes, there's easy counter for Symmetra's turrets, but they're still annoying as heck.
Ilios. It's Ilios.
All right, we're going to see some boobs.
I think you're right. It's weird to say it because we've been saying, or at least I've been saying all day, that the teams needed to focus fire. And when they did focus fire, they were melting players away. But I think you might be right. I think they need to spread. their damage a little bit more, get it more across the team.
I mean, look, I'm going to get mocked, and I'm totally going to get called out for this, but in all honesty, when we're talking about, and let's not lie to ourselves, these are two different class of players.
Yeah.
I got to wonder, do we run the Sim Torb? Do we give ourselves essentially a 7th and even kind of an 8th man on team? Run an Ashe as well, get us a Bob. Really push the outnumber game. Do we really try and just overwhelm and outnumber them? Because when it comes to just straight DPS and straight healing and straight tanking, we're not doing it. Chat, what do you think? I mean, this is Turmoil.
Chat, help!
Chat, going into this, the third match, possibly the last match of this tournament.
And Zanky, I think, yeah, probably. You did. I'm sure.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know what we said. I said we're going to see something, but I don't know what. Chat thinks. All right, ready for battle. Straphology.
Ellipses.
It looks like they're going with the pharmacy, pushing a little bit of change. Interesting comp.
Thank you, Lou Money.
Playing a little bit of an interesting build. Both teams are. Samuel running a Doomfist. We haven't seen Doomfist out of Samuel yet. Respawn and Prozzy. Looks like we're going to have counter pharmacies. That'll be entertaining. No boop. No true blue boop out of OSU except for that the Doomfist and the Wrecking Ball. I think OSU's planning on having fun with this one. And you can kind of tell as Deli just dives deep into the enemy line. Pharmacy on the Turmoil side, they're trying to keep it upright, but I carry the T getting dropped. McCree on the point. Gotta wonder,
Enders soon to follow.
You gotta wonder, are they using that McCree as an attempt to try and negate some of these tanks? And if so, it is not doing the job. Deli's swinging around on point. I hate to say this, it looks like a little bit of a fun comp. I think they're just
more than just fun comp. I don't know if you noticed, OSU was in a ball the whole time.
Yeah.
They just moved in, kind of settled down. Turmoil tried to surround, but I think that may have been a bigger mistake.
I wonder. I mean,
what can they do?
I don't know. They've even switched, and again, we talked about it. They're not sticking with the strategy long. Straphology immediately goes off of the pharmacy to switch to a tracer. They're not giving themselves enough time to see if they can commit to a comp. Immediately switching off of the pharmacy and trying to go for the tracer, but you know. What are they going to do? How are they don't have the hit scan to be able to handle the Symmetra. Respawn is up in the air, keeping that distance. They're on point. They got close to that capture. Down. They got the Mercy down. BM Cool getting low. They're firing it. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh, they got Samuel down.
Moira looks like it's taking a good job taking out Diva, but isn't enough to kill BM Cool. But it's not enough.
Oh, that's so frustrating. They had to trade so much for seemingly so little.
2 ults coming out of Ohio.
And 3 about to come back up for Turmoil. Yeah, it's like even keel for ults, basically.
But it's all about how they use them, and in all honesty, I don't know. You know, look at this. Look at what's happening. OSU is out on the outsides, waits for them to cluster up in the center.
Deli made it look like he missed to get in and
like waiting for this alt kill. Literally, that's what they're doing. Look at them. They scatter out. OSU is scattering out to the edges and then waiting for Turmoil to get into that point and then just turning into a killing room and surrounding them. It's a really hard point to hold because you're so isolated. So what are they doing? They're not holding it. They're spreading out, letting the other team get in, and then before they can capture, sweeping it. And that's it. That's point 1 of the final game.
They made it look easy. Dang it! This sucks.
We won in 5 games.
This sucks.
Production smiling.
Like, I mean, you know,
I'm hoping.
Like OSU, you're the bad guy here. Sorry to say.
You're Cobra Kai.
You're Cobra Kai. You didn't cheat. You're doing it right. But I'm really hoping Turmoil goes for that eagle kick.
Was it you who brought up the point that in Karate Kid? No. So actually, if we talk about that movie real quick, I know it has nothing to do with the game, but in Karate Kid, they say in the very beginning of that last tournament, no head kicks, and that's the only thing that wins in the game. He totally would have been eliminated.
That's what I said. I was like, I'm hoping Turmoil gets an eagle kick in.
Yeah.
Come on, eagle kick.
Turmoil
Cheat.
coming in.
Oh, don't cheat.
No, don't cheat. Turmoil coming in.
What is Deli doing?
He's just bouncing around.
He's just having fun.
He's just having a good time. He gets slept really early on, but he's just able to roll away. That's the power of Hammond. People always, call him out and say Wrecking Ball not necessarily a viable hero, but now after the nerfs that came through armor, he can take a ton of damage and has this severe mobility that a lot of the other, actually no other tank has. D.Va kind of does, but even that's in limited burst and can't get the speed that Deli can.
Speaking of speed, that was just an impressive picking apart. Samuel as Tracer just picking apart Haytray and the D.Va. He had no answer on the point.
And again, look at this. You see this, and Ohio State is keeping clumped, spreading out a little bit, but the second anyone starts to dive for them, they're teaming up on them.
Yeah, they're not really spreading. They're kind of just taking the two loaves or the two slices of bread on the sandwich, pulling them apart a little bit until a fly lands in the middle of your PB&J, and then pow!
That was a very weird description that you just gave.
I try. I'm hungry. It's been a long day.
Where are our tots?
Yeah, where are our top? No, back to the game. The game.
I don't know. Turmoil is just kind of sitting there. I think they're. They're afraid of it. Look at this. Ender's dropping the bubble outside of outside of their spawn just to try and get out. I think OSU's got them scared, and I think rightfully so. Deli dropping that minefield on point, forcing them to go to the left, pinning them down. Samuel dropping the bomb.
Yeah, really all they can do is just rush for point and try and do something. And for the life of us, we can't think of anything.
I don't know that Deli's actually dropped this match.
No.
I don't know that Deli's actually been fully KO'd. They
Okay,
killed right there.
right. Speak of the devil.
But right now it's just Samuel. Whoa, Smart is just getting taken out by Respawn.
See, and that's so unfortunate too. Like for every, and this happened in the first game. For every kill Turmoil gets on Ohio State, they're having to drop 2 to 3, maybe even 4 of their own players.
And it's just they're not able to trade. Look at that, Hairtree trying to switch it up, switching to that Sombra, but immediately getting just mowed down, going out of overtime. They've got no time left, and that's it, folks. That's how we call it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Your tournament champion?
Yeah.
Play of the game coming from Deli as the Wrecking Ball.
Good job, Mouse. Yeah, this is
This is it. This is the boop. This is the boop. This is the boop.
Pow,
Boop. Bye.
pow.
Okay, bye. Here's my bombs. You all enjoy that. And
Done.
yep. That's it, folks. That is the end of this tournament.
G.
Indeed. Ohio State just running rampant, just steamrolling Turmoil.
No chance for an eagle kick.
No.
No chance. They broke the knees out. Hey, chat. Thanks for being around for the ride.
Hey,
Dang.
Yeah. Man, semifinals, a lot of pressure. Finals, kind of a breeze. It happens at times, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Game Arena, of course, appreciates your guys' viewership, and we appreciate your viewership. I want to do one more round of plugs real quick, just the real short ones.
Yeah, hi, I'm Barry the White Wizard, Twitter.com.
Twitter.com. How old are you?
You'd think I'm 50, but...
Let me show you how it's done. What's up, folks? I'm Doppelganger. You can check me out at LegendsFH or at LegendsForHire.com. That's my Twitter and Instagram handle. That's how you do it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go try again?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
That's good. We never even mentioned it today. Hey, y'all. Since we're plugging Game Arena, because we're on the platform, come check out Famcom here at Game Arena. That's the 23rd? 23rd of February, which is this month. That's like 3 weeks away. It's basically a little mini convention here in Game Arena. A bunch of Twitch people coming out, a bunch of gamers coming out, a few devs, I think, having some interesting talks. At least one of us will be there.
Not me.
Come check it out.
I'm gone. Folks, with that, congratulations to OSU and congratulations to all teams for putting on a really stellar performance this year. We got to give them the applause. You can hear it kind of in the background. But from all of us here at Game Arena, I'm going to close my eyes for the first time. It feels like in 9 hours. And
Can we do that?
not anymore. All right. Thank you so much. And with that,
Good night and good luck.